When they met when you met me. Hagasamaka watina, Hagasamaka watina, Osiliona, Nkankaniti, Hekeke na logica, Ajia Chakatana, Ajia Saturday, Hope you are moving with the most.
For Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that you can take control of these very proceedings this evening. For we are nothing without him. For we are nothing without him. Oh Elohim, oh Elohim. Unto thee we repose all that we are. All that we are. Do not allow your children to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, Almighty One, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us. You will deliver us. Not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if Elohim can deliver Israel, so will he deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold here as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope. Because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend. All we do is to submit ourselves that your will may be done. Upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them. And for their sake, Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today is as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission. And we must accomplish in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise. We have come to honor thee. That your name may be glorified, praised, forever and ever. He say. I welcome each and every one of you, wherever you are all over the world. And I ask.
Yes. Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. Today is the 6th day, year of our Lord of August 2023, and I'm reaching you out from United Kingdom, or good evening London, on Biafra Radio. Tonight, the head of finance will be joining me as soon as she indicates that she's ready to join us. But before then, I want to just give a little bit of my monologue, as we usually do on this platform, because at the end of the day, it's everything concerning Biafra. Biafra Radio is where we worship the truth and nothing but the truth. This is how Onyendu have set it up, and we are following that pattern, that we cannot change whatever our leader have desired, and anything he have said over time, we can attest to nothing Onyendu have done that he can count as error, because I don't know how he do it, but he did a lot that we need to hold him thanks to. So this evening, I'm encouraging you IPOB members around the globe to stand up on your feet and do the right thing. The days of antagonism is something we need to put behind us. Our advice, civil advice to some of you who were not part of this in 2015. We've gone through worse tribulation than what we experience right now in IPOB, but a day like this was ordained from heaven, because we must pass through this test to get to where we are going. We cannot assume to have a nation without being tested. Like our leader standing strong still, he has been tried and tested, and every single one of us can attest to what Onyendu possess. It is not by mouth saying, it's not a wishful thinking. It is when it comes to doing things, you have to put your mouth where your money is. So I'll indulge you as an IPOB member to buckle up your shoes and don't be slacking and thinking that, oh, you have excuses. I had a lot of people who said things. Biafra Radio has taken that gap again, because our mouthpiece was bastardized, now is in the archives of history of IPOB. A lot of people make assertions, and when people say they are this and that, I'm asking you, where did you took oath? Did you took oath under IPOB or any other organization? Mind you, IPOB was registered here in UK, because if we didn't register IPOB, probably we would not be allowed to operate like a civil people. That was the, the idea that behind that registration and across the globe. And they have worked out, perfectly for us. So a lot has happened, and a lot of people are plain ignorant of the reality of what we are facing. But the truth is that we cannot run away from our shadows. What the Onyendu speak is become a law, and I'm going to find out if the head of finance, whenever she's ready to come in to give her, is basically on tonight is going to basically on her topic, I see Demit, which is generally is on the matters of finance. But she chose a pattern that she wanted, and I have to put it up in the screen. And as soon as she want me to bring her in, then I will definitely do so. So yeah, it's upcoming fundraising here in UK actually. So a lot of things has happened, but I'm not gonna dive into this. I will let Madam Anya to speak before I will guide our people in the part that everybody must be, follow, because there is nothing. No man can circumvent IPOB history, because we know we've been taught well. So I will definitely be talking about this when Madam Anya has finished. Then I can now analyze what is, because it's happening here in United Kingdom. The history of UK cannot go on without people like us names being mentioned. And I'm not saying it out of anything. That's the fact of life. Like other people, there's a lot of people that you cannot take their name away, whether good or bad. They have contributed immensely to what we are doing. So at the end of the day, regardless what you're doing, doesn't matter what you're bringing onto the table. There are those people that were there before you. But it depends on what you have given. That's what we're going to remember you for. Doesn't matter how long you've been into the struggle. What matters is, well, what is your contribution? What is your attribution? What have you done? You know? So, like I said, I'll be going into some African news tonight to analyze them. But all I'm waiting is just to get Madam Anya on studio, or she's coming on the phone. Either way she wanted, then she will be giving that platform to her to, deliver that particular message that it has for Biafrans. And I will take it out there from her. This is Biafra Radio, and it is a national radio. So we've been very, very mindful of what we say and how we say them. Whenever we want to go down to the mode, we go to Alpha Power Media. But as long as we stand on this platform, is a hallowed platform, it shall be guided jealously without no equivocation. So having said that, I will definitely trying to put up the, tonight is definitely about the upcoming fundraising here in UK, and those that are trying to make mockery of themselves. We will help them to bury themselves, because at the end of the day, what we bring to the table is facts and figures. We don't manufacture any lies. We don't go against individual because we don't like them. We follow the code of conduct of IPOB. Over time, you hear people saying that, if the mocking code of conduct, just like when you go to work, then it undermines whatever profession you find yourself, because there's code of conduct in every workplace, especially here in UK. If you're not going according to your daily brief at work, you're going to have issues. I don't know any manager that's going to condone you. So the same thing applies to you as an IPO. So many of us are so ignorant that we joined this struggle. We didn't even understand. We joined it when the code of conduct was not inscripted in black and white. But we followed the command and control because it was something that needed in every single one of us life. And it worked out for us till now. But every single individual that have joined, especially my zone, you definitely at the end of your swearing your oath and every whatnot, the email you're going to get is definitely going to get our code of conduct as a PDF for you to read. And that's what guides you. And that's what you must hold there. It is not a piece of paper. That is what the guiding principle, regardless the one they manufactured by some of the, dubious individuals that were working for IPOB, but they're here to destroy IPOB. But our guiding principle, you might call it, is code of conduct. Anybody that wants to circumvent anything in our code of conduct, what you're inviting is chaos. And that is why today so many people are hiding. They cannot speak because they have literally shot themselves in the foot. And every Sunday can now see is evidently that what we have been shouting over time, we didn't just come out to come and malign or, argue with people. Hell no. I sworn an oath. There's a video I shared in my Facebook wall today. I took it on, I think, 2017. Today is Jamaicans, quote, independent there. Right? But there's something I said there. That video, today when I was listening to it, I said a lot of things which I've forgotten. It's very, very important because there's those that were called on this struggle. We didn't join it because of we're going to get money. We forfeited a lot before we joined. But it's very, very important. I know a lot of people are confused. I saw someone writing something yesterday in our forum concerning the fundraising. People are now assuming, making themselves vulnerable, giving yourself's name. But what I'm going to say to you is this. You need to be careful because majority of you that I know, that's why when some people that are admit oath to say things, I don't, reply to it because I knew that you don't understand what you have signed up to. Just like when you sign up to something and you don't man up to it, there's a consequences behind it. Every single one of you that have taken IPOB oath that are now running around like a lunatic, talking whatever you feel. If you're confused, you must zip your mouth. That's one thing I will advise you. But don't come to say that things you don't know. It is very, very important that you guide yourself. So I think Madam Anya have joined me on the studio, so I'm definitely going to bring her up here for her to introduce herself. And and deliver her notes. I'm gonna put up what she came to do. Then we'll take it from there. You know. So yeah, let me get Madam Anya up on the stage, and she can introduce herself. Yes, Madam Anya.
Yeah, good evening. I don't know. Can you see me? I don't know. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see
It's
you.
dark.
1 second.
It's dark. Is it dark? Is it dark?
No, it's not. It's not. 1 second.
Okay.
It's not that dark. It's a bit dark, but it's fine. People knows you, so it's a bit. It's not that bright, but it's
Is it
fine.
okay now?
Yeah,
It's
better. It's better now. Yeah, it's better.
now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
better.
very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you on the screen. 1 second. I don't know why this is doing this. I want to put myself in a very small position, but it's not letting me. I want to be there. That's where I want to be. Okay, Madam Anya, I want you to. I'm gonna leave you on the studio to introduce yourself first. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll come back again. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, and all our well-wishers. I'm sorry I had problem with my mic. That's why I couldn't join it. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, my name is Mrs. Nnennaya Anya. By the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I am the head of finance of IPOB worldwide, and I reside in Germany. Thank you very much. I'll come back again when Mazi Umeh calls me. Ndeu.
Yeah, Madam Anya, you can carry on. It's the floor. The floor is yours now, so you can go ahead and deliver your message.
Okay.
I will leave you on the screen for you to do that. So when you finish, I will come up again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Once again, good evening, Biafrans, IPOB family members around the world, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. I welcome you all today to our live broadcast today, the 6th of August, 2023, and a Sunday. I welcome you all wherever you are. Call your friends to join us in this important broadcast. Our enemies, lovers of freedom, everybody is welcome. And thank you, Mazi Umeh, for this broadcast today. First of all, I'm here today because I'm sure some of you have seen the flyers. Our flyer is everywhere. You go to Biafra Radio, you see it. It's shared in all other platforms. It's on Twitter, it's on YouTube. Anywhere you know that we have Biafra Radio, you find the flyers there. This is to do with our worldwide fundraising. And this fundraising is authorized by the Supreme Leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He authorized this fundraising. That's why you see it's open. You know, I've not come on air for some time now to make announcement on fundraising because our leader stopped it. And when he says something, I just have to abide by it. It's not for debate. It's not debatable at all. So now that he's giving this authorization, that's why we are doing this fundraising. It's worldwide. Call your friends, share it to your friends, share it to either people, even those that are not IPOB family members. In case you have somebody that needs a special invitation, we also have it. We can forward you give us the name of the person, then we print out the names and then forward it to you, give it to the person, because some of them, they are not IPOB member, but they want to join the fundraising. So if you have anybody that wants a special invitation, let us know, contact them in UK, because that's where the fundraising will be hosted, and it will be sent to you. or you can also contact the finance department. It will be, we'll know what to do, and then you get the form. It's very, very important. We didn't post it here. We didn't post it on Facebook because it's not necessary. It's only for people that need it, and there's no need to make it public. But it's only the flyer that is public. This fundraising event will take place on the 12th of August 2023. That's next coming Saturday. And if you go to the flyers there, it said IPOB Freedom Mega Fundraising Day, 12th of August 2023. The time is 8 p.m. Biafran time. So for those of you in America, I think some of them it will be 2 p.m., some of them will be 3 p.m. in Biafra land. It's 8 p.m. Biafra land time, whereas those of us here in Germany is 9 p.m. So it's there. And where you pay in your money, we have a PayPal account there for UK. Everything is written there, but the account is not there for obvious reason. Just as it's written there, on that day, I will tell you where you have to pay in your money. We didn't put the account details there. It's very important that everybody log into this fundraising event, because we need funds to carry on with the legal of our leader, our lawyers, both those abroad and those in Biafra land. We need this fund. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. I hear that some people are saying that why fundraising? Yes, fundraising because it's approved by our supreme leader. And when he gives an instruction, we obey. We do not disobey our leader's instruction. That's why this fundraising is going ahead. Like I said, it's worldwide. From every part of the world, you are free to log in, call your friends, share it, please. Share it amongst in your working place, share it with your friends, fellow IPOB family members, share it, please. It's very important. Forget about what people are saying. Do not allow yourself to be distracted, because some people are there to distract you from doing the right thing. Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Remain focused. Determination is what we need in this. You remain focused, determination, consistency, and mental fitness is very important. What we are doing is approved by the supreme leader and also by the head of finance of IPOB worldwide. He gave the authorization, and then the message was passed on. And that's why you say this. So forget about what people are saying. We've been doing fundraising, but as soon as our leaders say we should stop, we stopped. But some people kept doing fundraising, but we do not follow people that go against Onyendu's instruction. We follow the code of conduct and then the instruction from our leader. Like I said, this fundraising is very, very important. There is a Zoom, it's going to be on Zoom. The details are there, and you'll be told where to pay in your money. We have PayPal, we also have an account. Like I said, we did not publish the account here for obvious reasons, but the account, you'll be notified, we go through the right channel and then you will get it. So I'm inviting everybody, and I'm sure Mazi Umeh will say something to that because they are the ones hosting the fundraising. So I'm inviting everybody, wherever you are, be it in Europe, in USA, in Canada, in Africa, in Australia, anywhere, both IPOB and non-IPOB. Please, this is very important that you attend this fundraising. And this is not just an one-off one. And when it's also necessary, we're also going to call for another fundraising because our leader has given the approval. Then we just have to carry out his instruction. So this is not a one-off event. It's going to, as soon as it's necessary, we do another fundraising. That's what I have to say for now. And I commend all those of you that are making your payments, paying to the correct account, not just making your payments. When you pay to a wrong account, you are not paying to us, and we are not answerable to your, wherever you make your payment. But when you pay to the correct account, approved by our leader, which I announce and give out, then you are in the right path. But if you pay to somewhere else that I did not announce, and of course not approved by our leader, then it means we are not answerable to that. At the end of the day, you will be accountable, both you that made your contribution, that did not want to find out if your contribution is going to the right place, and even the one that made the payment. Number one, you that made the payment that did not bother to ask where your money is going to, and you that transferred the money, both of you will be held responsible. And of course, with the coordinator. That is just for you to know. So when you pay to the right account, which I know, and is approved by our leader, then we are answerable to have the money spent. Forget about what people are saying. Some of them are doing content. So for them to invite people, they just have to say something. I even heard that there is one who is in DOS. Because he's in DOS, now he thinks he can challenge our leader. We've had all those things. And when the time comes, we are ready for him and them or whoever that wants to do the challenge, because it's not going to be business as usual. It's very important, because some people think when they are in DOS, they are now in heaven, so they cannot do whatever they like and challenge our leader. It's not acceptable. But one thing they should be sure of is that all what they say is being documented. We have it everywhere. We have it stored, ready to replay it back for them. So that's what I have for now. I commend every one of you. I also remember our leader and his family in your prayers, so that he will be released to us. And I'm very, very positive that our leader will be free to join us very soon, because Chukwu Okike Abiama, when he sends you on an assignment, he will guide and protect you until the end when you finish your assignments. And I'm positive that our leader will be free to join us very soon. Mazi Umeh, I wait now, because I will come in again just to say. So since this fundraising is going to take place in UK, is there anything you like? Is there anything you would like that I've just said?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Anya. Thanks for that. I definitely have something to say, because I was waiting for you to come in first before I can now make some comment. But as you have said it, there's a little I will say, because we see some outbursts from some disgruntled individuals, if I may use that word, and it's quite disheartening, because IPOB is found under discipline. And like you said, when Onyendu said something, nobody questioned it, and is in our code of conduct verbatim. It is not like something he wasn't aware. That is why when he joined IPOB, after taking oath, the next thing we do is to give you everything that comes with it, give you the leaflet for our, what our levies and all that, and advise you and send you our code of conduct, and you will read through it and found out exactly, and even the oath itself indict every single one of us. So, like you hear, it's very important that I make this comment, because I want to put up something on here for a reason, because United Kingdom is where I live. And I don't think that before we started contributing money, if Madam Anya can bear me witness, 2015-16, we contribute money on a daily basis. Nobody was complaining until we mapped out all these composite levies. So some of the people that joined IPOB yesterday complaining. Some of them came in the notion to get paper. Some have a different agenda. But when you see the money, they think is this money, oh, we have not paid it. We have paid it quadruple. I said it all the time. We have paid and paid because freedom is not free. Now, if somebody that lives in UK here and they went to Twitter and be writing some garbage about questioning the national coordinator of United Kingdom, because as far as I'm concerned, it's very, very important that I bury this tonight. This garbage that Paul Chikedoziem wrote some time ago, nobody should pay attention to this because I was here. George Umeh did not go anywhere. The individual in question, the one Ohanes Ndibo, they insert in UK here as the apparel national coordinator does not have any place in United Kingdom. And now, sometimes they always try to massage words. What they like or what they see is what they take. But we don't massage words. We follow chain command as when you have said it. So I want you to ignore this. This doesn't have nothing to do. Now, I want to take you back again because at the end of the day, just like now, my powerful is confirming the handwriting of our leader. But all of you have gone on social media and write and threaten a barrister, a lawyer, a special counsel that are working for you without even understanding the implication. And you're telling the world you're not a terrorist. It's very, very pathetic because none of you are IPOB member. All of you that auspices of Chika Paul Edoziem is those that Biafra community, not IPOB, that the one Onyendu is leading. Now, I want to show you because at the end of the day, I've said it before, if you live in any country in the world, legally, anywhere in the world, UK here, I want those idiots to trigger something that none of them, they run away from South Africa. Now, this is Onyendu's message to IPOB worldwide. It was written, it's a memo, and it was dated, and it's from his attorney. And he requested on number 4, he said, no national coordinator is to be removed without clearance from me. So, Chikedoziem and Austin Albani, the tweet his brother, connived and come to UK. I asked him, Austin Albani, who authorized you to remove our national coordinator? Then they insert a man that have got nothing to offer. This guy said someone preached Biafra for him 2 years before he joined. What they are doing in UK, they turn United Kingdom into community organization, into Ohanes Ndibo. Some of you are blind. You can't see what's happening here. What they go to is any place they go. The problem we have in UK from there one is they're cooking food like these people don't eat in their own homes. We have contributed money. I want to start by asking tonight. Okachi knows this man. Dr. Okachi, I'm asking you tonight. The money we contributed on medical corps, where is that money? This is the fundamental problem we have with our national coordinator Onyendu appointed. When Onyendu leave your position and gave you the director of medical corps, he could not excel because when he went to America, American people knew. And not me said, I'll quote them, that you're not a qualified doctor. It's on record. Now, I want to say it tonight on Biafra Radio to Biafra. People must understand this concerns IPOB. This is not something fabricated because anything I say, I'll back it up. Okachi, Onyendu suspended, Onyendu dissolved UK. After dissolved UK, now he brought UK back and made you a director of medical corps. I'm asking today, where's medical corps in IPOB? Who contributed over £12,000. George Umeh contributed £1,000 in that particular project. I contributed £1,000 my own personal and when I have receipt. Where is that money? Where is that money? When they ask you that the person they were paying this money to his account was a personal account, that the person, my personal account, I can give you, if you want it today, I will give you I said to IPOB, I will give you my statement from there, open my account, since I've touched IPOB fund. Where is the money? Egemba was the person I paid money to his account. I have the reference in my account. Where is the money? That's number one. We did £38,000 in UK. First ESM fund we did in UK. £38,000. I'm asking you today, the person you made national coordinator was asking one that said, you are part of this money. Where is our money? Sophia cannot pay £10,000 into my account after Chikedoziem have come to air and tell people stop paying money in it. All the money you have collected in United Kingdom, what have you done with it? The money that brought problem between me and you people, almost 20-something thousand pounds. Where is the money? IPOB have structure. And you people gathered now, you buying tickets for yourselves. You people do not represent IPOB. I want to sound this as a warning. Anyone that live in UK beyond, you see these shenanigans you guys are doing, we were there. We were here. Like I said, in UK. Go ask those that come before you what we have done in UK. But what I'm saying tonight, our head of finance is here. Madam Anya is doing her job. And that's how it's been. All of you, even the second, the last fundraising we raised, I stood. You people write memo against the head of finance. Who are you? Now, I've shown you the memo. Because you could see how miserable you guys are. The other day, he said you guys are going for annual meeting. This is not what IPOB is for. We are not here into village meeting. This is a freedom fighting. You must have an objective. So, for those that don't know, Madam Anya is here. She have said it. Like I said, UK here, when it comes to questioning about integrity in United Kingdom, we are the people that will give you history before you join IPOB. That's the person that brought into IPOB. We were here before he came. We gave him his support unabashedly. If you know our deputy national coordinator, deputy leader was against him, we said no because she was writing to do. We don't circumvent anything. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. But if you writing some dumb idiocy in social media, you guys don't represent IPOB. For your information, Onyendu said it. It's very clear. Paul Edosem is nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found. We have only one national coordinator that Onyendu insert. And it will be the men that Timaznan can come out from prison. Madam, I will stop there because I want to clarify this. So people must understand this. And you can go on and say something if you want to say anything, Madam Anya, please.
Yes, I want to add to what you've just said now. As far as I am concerned, Mrs. Tata still remains the UK national coordinator. That one they put there. It's not. He was not appointed by our leader. Period. And by the message that came through Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor. That memo was written on December 20. It is clearly stated there that no national coordinator should be removed. But what did they do? They disobeyed. They disobeyed. But they continue to obey them. How is it possible? You don't obey that. Your boss. You expected somebody else to obey you. It does not go that way. I had, like I said before in my opening speech. Somebody who is DOS happens to himself in DOS, appointed by our leader, telling the world that he's going to insult our leader. Of course, they have been insulting our leader. So now he is telling us again. He is prepared. I am going to insult him. I am going to insult him. But we are waiting for him and the others. Everything he said, he cannot deny it. We have it on record. He cannot. That is why I keep saying some people don't even know. That is why I keep saying some people don't even know what some see it as a content. Some see it as a content, creating and making their money. Some see it as an entertainment. I don't see it that way because I don't see it that way. A lot of life have been lost. Many people are childless. So I don't joke with it. I don't joke with it. Like I said, the fundraising event is going to take place in the United Kingdom. Event is going to take place. They can write whatever they like. They can say whatever they like. They can say whatever they want.
If you know you are with
if
our
you
leader,
know
our
you are
supreme
with
leader,
our leader,
our supreme leader,
and you follow the code of conduct,
and you follow the code of conduct,
those are the two things.
Those are the two things.
We do not have a deputy leader.
We do not have a substitute.
We do not have a substitute. Just one leader, and we all queue behind,
and we
him.
all queue behind
him.
I have no
That's
apology
the way
for
it
that.
is.
I have no apology for that.
So we all should remain focused.
We all should remain focused.
Invite your friends. Invite your friends
for this fundraising
because it's very important.
Forget about what they are saying.
Forget about what they are saying.
Some
to get to
do
the
not want you
destination.
to get to the
And that destination is
Biafra
restoration.
They want
to draw you back
because
they know they will not get
because
they know they will not get.
They want to
have you to
no,
draw
they
you
want
back.
to
You
have
be
you.
to
Do
draw
not
you back.
allow yourself
You
to be
be
used.
do
Do
not
not allow yourself to be used.
Follow your
That's
spirit.
Follow your spirit.
Your spirit will guide you. Your spirit
Just do
will
the
guide
right
you.
thing.
And
Just
then
do the right thing.
And then this fundraising is going ahead.
This fundraising is going ahead.
Nobody can say it's not going ahead because
nobody can say it's not going ahead.
It's approved by our leader.
Join us.
So on this
Join us
fundraising,
on this fundraising
funds for our legal case to take care of
Let's
our
raise
people
funds
for
for
our legal case
because
to
that's
take care of
what
our
the
people.
enemies
and
are
other
waiting
things.
for.
Because
They want
that's
us
what
to
the
fall.
enemies
But
are
we
waiting
are not
for.
going
They
to
want
go
us to
there.
fall.
But we are not going to
We
go
are
there.
going to go there.
We will march forward till the
We
end.
will march forward till the end.
Before Saturday, I will come
Before
again.
Saturday, I will come again to make
But
please, please
make this timetable, leave
make
it free.
this timetable,
That
leave
day.
it free.
If you
that
have any
day.
appointment,
If you have any
endeavor
appointment,
to join us.
endeavor to join
Because
us.
it's 8 p.m.
Because
Biafran
it's
time.
8 p.m. Biafran time.
The Zoom
Number
number
is there. The password is there. The password,
everything
is there.
Everything.
If you have any question, feel free. But the account details, like I said, is not written there for obvious reasons. That I will tell you from doing the fundraising. I will come again before to make this announcement. Please share it, share the flyer in your forums, in your working place, give it to your friends, give it to your friends, your neighbors. What we are doing is for humanity. And what you contribute, we will take records of everything and how it is there. Forget about what they are talking. Keep talking about Nnennaya. I don't want to go to that because they have been doing that. Don't want to go. Now the question is all these people that are talking. Now the question is all these people that are talking, trying to tell us they are going to. He is going to challenge our leader. Ask our leader. Trying to tell sacrifice they are going to. He is going to challenge our leader. Tell him that Nnennaya Anya has made in this. What sacrifice he has made. Tell him that Nnennaya Anya said what sacrifice he has made to make him popular. I don't want to. I don't bring myself that low because that is to make him popular. I don't bring myself that low to talk to. Ask him what sacrifice he has made. Ask him what sacrifice he has made. It's not just coming on laptop and talking. Imagine somebody telling you that he's going to challenge our leader when he comes out our leader. How dare you? Who are you people? Who are you? Because we are giving opportunity. Because we are giving opportunity. You are in GOS. You think you are right. What have you done in this GOS? You people are talking. What have you done in this GOS? You people are talking all this time. Don't like nobody. I must go. I've been there since 2014. Ask them when he joined. When did he join? Ask them when he joined. When did he join? He thinks he can challenge our leader. He thinks he can challenge our leader. Tell us, coming openly to confront our leader. He's going to confront our leader. Anyway, I don't just want to from this. The main topic why I am here is for the fundraising. All what they are saying we have, everything we will play it back. We will play it back So let them continue. Let them continue. Let them continue with their content. Let them continue talking whatever they are saying. Talking whatever they are saying. That is not what Biafra Radio is. Biafra Radio is. They are here to carry out the message. So UK, IPOB members to UK, we will be there on Saturday to join you people with this fundraising event. Thank you very much. Is there any? Do you have any question? Do you have any question for me?
No, Madam Anya, you've done everything fine. So as you probably come on air again to reiterate. That's all I have to say. The matter has been settled. Like I said, as you said, rightly said, we are not here to give people publicity, but it requires that I think I make a point on the UK where we stand here concerning our finance and those intruders, those infiltrators, because they were sharp infiltrators, but they are the real ones that actually, because the UK, Madam, I don't forget, the same people brought Nwa Ada America here. When they were coming, we told them, if I told you that Nwa America cost me 6 points in my driving license, I lost over £1,200. Some of them didn't know this. That particular event, the same Ukachi called meeting here in UK, parallel meeting against our national coordinator. And I came to that meeting. I asked him a question. If you, Ukachi, when you were a national coordinator, can somebody call a parallel meeting? Some of them say, George, go and ask question. Because that's when they were building the cabal. It cost me 6 points in my license. I lost over £1,200. Simple because after I asked that question, I still obeyed their command. I went to deliver something for them. That's where I got that problem. Because of those women. The bad omen about those women, they destroyed the United Kingdom by bringing those infiltrators here. They were the people. I asked somebody one day, what about Nwa Ada America? He said, we didn't know. But you have a national coordinator here. He never asked question. What Okachi is saying, anybody that trucks out Biafra. These are people that are looking for something. We set a standard in IPOB. You don't circumvent them. The people that brought them here, these people brought all of them in, including Nsima. Nsima was attending meeting without being under oath. This is what they have done in IPOB. They destroyed IPOB within the think we don't know what they did. But we remind them, I want them to spring out. Then thunder will fire all of them with all of us. Madam, thank you.
Thank you very much. Mazi. I think I will now leave you so that you will continue with your broadcast.
Thank you very much.
Like I said, let's just we want to show them we are different.
Yeah.
In this Biafra Radio, because sometimes mentioning is it's a distraction. I don't even know if they exist. So they can say whatever they like, and they won't say it in my presence. Because if they see me face to face, they can't open their mouth to talk. So let's just continue with what we are doing. Thank you very much. I will log off now.
Thank you.
Like I said, I will come again next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Fellow comrades and lovers of freedom, we all heard what our head of finance have said, and tonight I'm not going to be here for long. And I'm going to be going through a couple news, and before then, I have to dive into issues within IPOB because it's very, very important. Now, I saw something Aloy Ejimako posted yesterday. It's very, very important that I bring it up with the screen. So now, this is what the barrister himself posted. It is quite, and there's a write-up compilation. Papa said, the move followed the total cancellation of all form of sit-at-home in Southeast, as stated in Mazi Nnennaya Anya's handwritten letter, which was made public through his counsel, Aloy Ejimako, on 5th of August 2023. And this was Sahara Reporter that reported this. Now, everybody, you know, one thing in life, one thing that does not change is truth. Aloy Ejimako is a special counsel to Onyendu, IPOB special counsel at large. Anybody that questions message that come from our leader, if you're uncomfortable with it, I will ask again tonight, What effort have you made to go and see our leader? Who have you sent to go and see our leader? People can go and see Onyendu in DSS dungeon, and people are going there. You have not made this effort. But any message that comes from Onyendu is bad. But now, after you people have gone on social media and be touching a man that is working for our leader, now Emma Powerful came back now and shot himself on the foot. Hikapole Dozem is nowhere to be found. That actually, that was Onyendu handwritten. That one that said it was 2 years ago. But now, this sit at home, the genesis of sit at home, who called sit at home? Onyendu suspended 72 hours. They disobeyed our leader. And today they could not stop it. It is same Onyendu that quelled that particular sit at home. It is same Mazi Nnennaya Anya. Shows you that none of you have got nothing to offer. Every single one of you have jumped into the bandwagon. But why we are saying this in Biafra Radio is to people to know the truth. Now, I'm going to read something quickly about what Emma Powerful wrote. And I will definitely going to read it from my phone. I got it on the screen, but I don't want to put it on the screen because I don't really want to waste time on this. Now, as a particular one that said also, the implication of this economic empowerment they talk about, the EED, is that Biafrans are expected to devote significant time to adhere to their routine calendar, schedule template, strictly and uninterruptedly, with a view to make up for homogeneous time lost to the activities of misguided enforcers of unsanctioned Monday sit at home order. But you ask yourself, how did we get here? How did we get here? It was somebody that initiated sit at home that Onyendu asked, do not call this sit at home 72 hours. I want you, every time they talk about sit at home, ask them who initiated sit at home. And because there was no pure guidance, people take laws into their hand. But Onyendu have spoken. That's why I said anyone that questions our leader is a primary enemy of Onyendu and IPOB at large. If you have problem with message from our leader, what do? You shut your mouth, send your own delegate to your leader, if you're your leader. But if you are contrary to what you're supposed to do, then we know that you are now become a willing tool that I will come after you. It doesn't matter who you might be. He said it is pertinent to use this medium to make an important fundamental clarification to the effect that Onyendu Mazi Nnennaya Anya handwritten letter, which convey his message, cancelling sit at home to the misguided element hitherto enforcing sit at home in the entire Southeast, was never written under any duress. Any duress. Some of them said Onyendu was on gunpoint. I'm going to play somebody's video here that went to see our leader. Because the question I'm asking every single one of you, none of you have been into conflict before. If you have, what is conflict resolution? It does not matter what you do. You see Donald Trump saying that when he becomes a president, he's going to stop the whatever, because you know what to say to who to say it to. It's not playing games. The deep state are playing games with people's life because they want, as long as people are dying, they're making money. But that's not what we want for our people. So now, on composition or influence of any kind, Onyendu is very firm, unshakable, hence not to even Satan and his 24 demons of hell. We have the courage to stand in front of him to tell him what to do. Talk less of DSS. But you know all this. Emma Powerful, this is your word. And you people knows all this. You know all this, but you were there when they disobeyed Onyendu, said nothing. What you guys initiated, you couldn't stop it. But Biafrans, because our people, we are Republican by nature, Mazi Nnennaya can never oppose himself to us. We accepted Onyendu. Majority of us have so many things we are doing. We abandoned it because we had a voice. Not because of any human being. It's because of one man. His vision is what has made us what we are today. Without him, we are nothing. So, and he further said to say, anybody questioning the authenticity of the handwritten letter, suspending further sit at home, is pertinently dishonest and not worthy to be called Biafran. But you are writing this, but you guys send out mercenaries to go and kill Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako has been threatening Radio Biafra. They are going to send them Piawaza has to kill him because he was delivering message organically, following the code of conduct of law that he studied and work he's doing. But today, you have made it 360 degrees. This tells you all you need to know. You people knows all this truth for a long time. But now, some of you now knew that Onyendu will come out alive because you guys thought Onyendu was going to die. I said, there's nothing changed from the script. The same thing we suffered 2015, 16, 17. Onyendu came out. Then 14 September, they invaded it out. Then we suffered again till 2018, after 13 months, Onyendu, they suffered in Israel. We've been there, and we didn't go anywhere. The same thing have happened again. But it was so bizarre that the truth must surely come out. It's just a matter of a time. But thank God that that man and the Aloy Ejimako continue doing your work because this is what you swore an oath to do, and you're getting paid for your job. But the mankind, doesn't matter what you do, even a serial killer in the world have an attorney defending them. That is your job. Nobody should question you what you have done. Because everything you do, you come with evidence. When they came out and talk about when asked you to tweet, you were tweeting. They were tweeting it. Never said it's lie. There was a time he came out with tweeting. Unabated tweeting. Only the question he was tweeting every morning. None of you came out and said, but only asked you to tweet. But when it doesn't suit what you want. But this is why the body language our enemies are seeing. And we know those that with Onyendu now we know. It's not far-fetching anymore. So I will leave it there. But it's quite clear that even Kanu Takanu was in the Sahara report again. Because the same Ima Powerful wrote, what's it called? He wrote a sack letter or whatever to Mako. The same person has come back again. So which way do we go? I don't understand these people. I don't understand them. What they want, I haven't got a clue. We're going to talk a little bit about the conflict in West Africa before I will play Chief Dan, who did his video after he went to see Onyendu and his words put up there. And but before then, there's something I want to say tonight concerning the unrest in sub-Saharan Africa, which is West Africa. Sometimes when I tell people that we need to go back and learn what have happened in those countries, especially like I keep on making reference to Sierra Leone. So many people don't understand why I make that reference. It's very, very important to you to realize. I will give a little bit of bring tonight concerning the, another grave mistake they want to do again. And it's called the zoo on ECOWAS. They have fundamental problem. ECOWAS is a failed organization. ECOWAS projected with we having one passport. The passport does not work. One currency does not work. Now, I want to take you back on the Sierra Leone and Liberian intervention, ECOMOG. Some of you don't know. I want to explain a little bit of what happened in Liberia and Sierra Leone. Do you know that in the Liberian war, which was orchestrated by the Americans, Nigeria went as an intervention force, took 1 million lives of even especially the Biafrans themselves. Because when they intervene in that country now, the country rebels goes against every citizen of so-called Nigeria. Our people will be at the border. They were spending $1 million on a daily basis. Then there was no food in the zoo. In the 90s, Nigerian was go and check their budget, what they were spending within Liberia and Sierra Leone. It was $2 million because the Liberian war started before the invention of the juntas in Sierra Leone. But in these two wars, they were spending $1 million. That's the expenses they were doing from Babangida to Abacha. It was senseless. The both countries at the end of the day, both of them, they didn't win any war there. They killed thousands of them there. They didn't solve any problem there. When at the end of the day to hand over, Britain came and took over from them in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone people put them away. Now, the issue of Mali is very complex. I'm probably not going to have a time start reading because I read the news, whatever know what is happening. I'm not going to waste my time reading the news, but I'm telling you something about the intervention force of ECOWAS, so-called ECOMOG. They have failed. And the mistake they've done in Sierra Leone and Liberia, they should learn a lesson from it, because all those people are going there, they're going to die miserably. And now, there's 4 countries in West Africa. And all these countries are French-speaking countries. They have denounced France. This is proper neocolonialism. They rejected the neocolonialism. And watch what is happening. Anybody can call it proxy war or whatever you want to call it. See what is happening in Ukraine? The same thing now is happening. Russia have taken over. Now, let me give you an example. You see these 2 countries, Russia and China. George Umeh was in this country when this country was still deep in communism. I was in Russia in 1995 when they came out from when they destabilized them, 15 countries. And I can tell you what the country made of. We were there like not just hungry people. We were okay. I was in China in 1997. When then, if you bring any passport, and American passport takes 2 months before they decide to give you visa to go to China. That is the years I visited these countries. Literally, I lived in Russia for completely about 2 years or so, living. My house used to be like belly dumb, 30 seconds from to my house, which is White House. This guy lives in and claiming as well. This country is the countries that nobody in the world will tell you. Civilization started from there. And now Russia, China, India, rest of them are together, and you think the West can fight these people? And the people cannot provide 24 hours light or water, want to go to war in Niger. And who are they going to send there? Biafrans, because at the end of the day, they tell them they're paying them in dollars. And they're going to die miserably. But I think they get the message now. And what happened in Gambia when they banged up Yaya Jammeh? Yaya Jammeh was a good man. I've been in Gambia. My daughter passed away in Gambia. And I buried him in Gambia in my tomb there, which is Zeke's daughter's tomb is close to my daughter's tomb in Gambia. Right? These people Gambia is the most happiest country in West Africa. If you want to travel, I should go to Gambia. You will have fun there. Most happiest country in the whole sub-Saharan Africa, I'm telling you. Now, Jammeh left Gambia for good and leave because he don't want problem when they intervene there through Buhari and all this garbage. Gambia is a small country, I think less than 2 million people. They don't want to destroy their country. He walked away. Who is there? What is he doing? But they see this rest of them, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and what is the other country? These 4 countries. This is a French-speaking country. They have rejected neocolonialism, and people must understand. People will say it's cute they're doing, but at the end of the day, I'm not supporting junta. But what we are saying here is that the democratic setting does not work. Just like in the zoo now, even though we did not support whatever they are doing, but this is why we want Biafra. This is the reason we want our own nation, because we want to do things like civilize people. If vote must be counted. It must be very evidently. Because America will not come to talk about the zoo. Joe Biden was rigged into office. It was open. Do you know why America will not talk against Buhari, against Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It's because Joe Biden himself went into office the same way Tinubu is in the office. That's something you guys must understand. The COVID-19, we said it. I never took vaccine. I'll tell you, are you mad? Which vaccine? Ice Cube said they give him $20 million project. The guy refused to put that thing in his body. I'm sorry for those that take it, but it's not up to you. For people like us, we not said no. Till tomorrow morning, because we know it was gimmicks. They invented that because they want to kick Donald Trump out of office. And today, what is happening? The whole world is in chaos. It's something happening with Sub-Saharan Africa. They wouldn't do anything because you know why? What they're going to put in is their own agenda. But what I'm saying tonight is that to be a fan to understand. It has got nothing to condemn anybody what they do. Just like we are fighting for our freedom, but you must be strategic in what you're doing. We cannot look at Mali, what they're doing now. It's a different ball game on what we are doing. We want to achieve our own. Because of Abanzonia did that, that's not how we want to achieve our own. We have an agenda. And that agenda, who knows that agenda, is our leader, Mazi Umeh. And what will we do? We do whatever he asks us to do. Because at the end of the day, there's a vision behind whatever he's done. Now, I want to play a video of one of our statement that I went to see Onyendu. I heard that Ifeanyi was there, and Chukwuemeka, the Ezenri, went and see Onyendu. And I saw someone threatening Ezenri. one thing I will say tonight is that this is Biafra Radio. You know, in life, when God wants to strike you madness first, yeah. If when you want God want to kill you, first of all, strike you madness, because over time in life, any man that has forgotten how he started, your ending will be sorry, and especially those that don't have any foundation where they were. One good thing about our Mazi can Onyenu never disrespected anybody, and they always stand on the back of those. Onyenu listen to people. Onyenu have a listening ears. If you must be a leader, you must be compassionate. For you to be a leader, you must be compassionate. What makes you a leader is that you have empathy to those who want to lead. But anybody that claiming they want to be leader and they want to be a rascal, or you want to prove that because you don't have an agenda. If you have an agenda, you must set your own agenda. Set an agenda that you know that is what you have planned to do. If you got a roadmap, raise it up. So any man that is speaking on assembly, all of us must remember where our root is. We all come from Orari. That's where we come from. So the respect must be according to who? Okay, I like a sweet, but he has not gone to that. People that went to see Onyendu, but these individuals are in their own comfort zone. Martin Nanikan is the golden egg. All of us are looking up to. And if our people devote their time to go and see our leader, I want to make one thing clear here. You know, over time when they use the word political, people think it's about politics. What we are doing is political. At the end of the day, if you want referendum, it is a political setting. Everything we have done must come back to the round table. It must be discussed. That's why it's a political. So it is not about your own innuendo or how you feel. You don't talk about the zoo. It takes me even to talk about the news. It irritates my body. But I've got no choice. Because I'm broadcasting on that Biafra Radio. I have to, give you what you need to know. But what I'm saying in essence is this. We must be guarded. We must be guarded. Now, listen to Dan, Chief Dan Udensi, that went to see Onyendu. And apparently, I think Onyendu have picked him up as his new political advisor. For some of you who don't know what politics is all about and how to go about it. Shouting referendum. How do you achieve referendum? You don't have agenda. We don't do all these things. We don't best by. We don't all these things. All these things we've done. How do you achieve it? How do you achieve referendum? Where have you been? Who have you spoken to? It's not a child's play, though. To be fair, let's listen to him.
Well, I will start by thanking the director of the state security service for allowing me. It's one area of government that I've visited, and it looked like in Europe. Nobody wasted their time. All the screening processes went on. All the screening processes time, and when it was time for me to go visit him, one or two persons escorted me to. When it was time for me to go visit him, one or two persons escorted me to where I must admit supposed to meet with him. One of the most emotional. I must admit is times of my life. One of the most emotional. First that I saw a very brilliant Nigerian. Nigerian, well spoken. Ordinarily brilliant Nigerian, very intelligent. Who knew what? Very intelligent. Who knew what he was fighting for? And we embraced ourselves more than 10 times. We embraced ourselves more than very touching for both of us. It became very, very why did you invite me? He said, because and I asked him, why did you invite me? I will say the truth of what, because he knows told others and they don't believe. So the essence of it was that, especially the Southeast Ghana, that he does not support the sit at home, that he does not support the sit at home. If they did it once, in any form, as a symbolic gesture, if they did it once, but not to make it a regular feature from one day to one week, not to make it a regular feature from one day to 1 week.
Yeah, you see, sit at home, because people, when you don't have anything to offer, when somebody is doing something is alien to you, they will think is a joke. But the fact is, sit at home is something that we have done over time, just like as he's explaining here, but not to hurt our people. That's a price that people have to pay. But allow him to continue.
To 2 weeks. Now, who does that to his own people? 2 weeks. That if Ebe or whomsoever he is supporting him, you don't create a double jeopardy for our people. Every Monday, nobody does anything. Some people depend on either their wheelbarrows or trucks or keke to make living to maintain their families. How can he be inflicting pain on his people? It's a very simple thing. That is not fake. He wrote it, that I should say so. He does not support it. So I promised him that I'm not getting any younger. I will try to make out time to go to Finland. I've already sent messages because this is not the time of warmongering now. And I have to see this and say, what's your problem? Because if he doesn't listen, I've seen the reply he made, which gives me the tendency to believe that some people are sponsoring him. If you want to be leader of your people, will you be leader of the dead or the living? He's from Ebonyi State, I understand. And the other day I was looking on social media where people supposedly representing him were firing all over the place. And a small child of under 1 year was abandoned by his or her parents and they ran away. And I was just most weeping, praying God that bullet not touch this small child. You know, and I hope nothing happened to him or her. Is that the nature of the leadership? The worry, these are the worries that Nnamdi Kanu has.
So he's not aware of Simon Ekpa's, representation of him.
He knows that Simon Ekpa was supporting him because of the interest of justice. But they have thrown it into another dimension. Because I read what he was saying, that he's Prime Minister of Biafra in exile. It's sad for me. Not after fighting for Biafra, and somebody tells me you're Prime Minister in exile where you're taking orange juice, you're a citizen of Finland, living comfortably in security, and your people here are almost in desolate, nothing to eat, no petrol, nothing, and you're still threatening them that they won't go to work on Monday. Is that love? It is not love. This is where Nnamdi Kanu disagrees completely with what they are doing. And he said I should say so, that he does not support sit at home, that their people should be allowed to make a living. He stands for justice, but you cannot have justice without peace. You have to address peace by addressing justice. So it's a problem. Oh. And like I said, I've started the contact making. I probably will wait until the tribunal, verdict is out. Yesterday, I spent time trying to get in touch with the Finnish embassy to see how I can get, because I need to go and see the young man and really find out what is going on with him. Because our people cannot continue this way. We can't continue this way.
All right, so in essence, people would say Simon Ekpa is hiding away under the protection of the Finland government, and the sit at home is happening here, lives have been lost, and he's covered and embraced by the protection he enjoys away from Nigeria. But then you also find out this man may not be acting in isolation. There are young people here who take orders from him, who are maiming, who are looting, who are the ones carrying out the damage. So how does the state come into this play? Because I know that oftentimes several governors, one was the last comment from Governor Hope Uzodinma, who said they should ask Simon Ekpa to return home to sit at home with.
These are because there are lacunas here and there that they are exploiting. If a governor is in charge, if I'm in charge of a state, I bet you cannot enter my state and just do anything you like. You can't. You can't. It just means that people are not using their brain. Because people voted for you, you're part of that state, you know what is going on in that state. Once in a while, one or two persons can step into the state and do one or two nonsense and escape, but it won't be a regular feature. 2 days ago or 3 days ago, where Rensla was almost beaten up, her face swollen in Anambra State. Reverend fathers are kidnapped, some killed. So it becomes a way of life. Our governors have to decide. It's not a matter of Opuzadima talking and Enugu governor talking and that one. They have to have a concerted effort. Come to the federal government, because the whole problem, people are also exploiting the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is detained. And they push it under that is what they are fighting for. Which is unfortunate. Because if our 5 governors and 15 senators and our members of the federal house have effectively pushed this government, and by this government I mean from Buhari's government, what is the offense of Nnamdi Kanu? I asked. Nobody has been able to tell me. When some Igbo leaders met Buhari, he said that the judicial process has to take its course. The judicial process took its course, and the Court of Appeal, of all courts, discharged him of all the charges against him. For the first time in the history of any legal process in the world, Malami was then the most dishonest attorney general this country has ever had. Ran to a judge, and I think that judge is now the chairman of the Presidential Appeal Committee. Ran to him, and he granted an order for keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention. It's unheard of anywhere in law. So you don't understand really what is going on in this country, that nobody is interested in obeying the rule of law, because I believe the processes Tinubu has passed in his life, especially the fight he joined Abiola to do in 2020 election, he should be one person to appreciate what rule of law means. And I have said this once or twice, and I don't think he's appreciating what it means. Because if he releases this boy, he will be a walking piece of history. He will be a walking piece of history if he releases this boy. He's not releasing him because he likes his faith, but because the courts have said so. And I believe either a President Atiku Abubakar or a President Peter Obi will release him. They will obey the rule of law. There's no reason why that boy will be languishing in prison. I was happy that he has made me to be his political advisor, telling him what is going on in
This is very, very important. And we thank you immensely, Chief Dan Udensi. He's spoken very well. And we're not debating about Onyendu's orders. The issue of sit at home is I've laid to bear. It is quite so. I know this is why I allow this particular part to play, because some people, when they hear political advice, I see them jumped up politics. He asked them, he's jumping up and down talking about. You see South Africa, you see Malema. Malema is not allowed to be in the parliament. They've been there for over 10 years, EFF. They are fighting for the cause that Madiba could not finish. Because some of you did not know that what Mandela started, he didn't finish it. Madiba did not finish what he started. The agenda was that they want their people to regain the position of their lands that were stolen from them. Those that came from Europe that possessed land. And Malema is because they have got a system that allows them to practice their own activism in accordance with the law. Just like as the zoo was civilized people, it is enshrined in the human rights charters, even in West Africa, including into the zoo law. That self-determination is something that is allowed. That's why people have autonomous. But because they know, you see what is happening in Mali? Because now in Niger, they're building pipeline, gas pipeline from Africa, from Sud to Europe. They know this is not going to happen. Russia will not allow it to happen. And I'll tell you one thing. I'd rather be in the side of Russia. Personally, this is my personal opinion. Because at the end of the day, we have lived with these people 100 and something years. They will be oppressed. We've been enslaved in our own land. We are sick and tired. Russia did not colonize any country in Africa. I told you I went to Russia to study. And there's so many Africans that study in Russia, doctors and lawyers and engineers. And they went there to study free. That is why ask anybody that study in Russia. He will never answer your teacher. You want to ask Kakdela, he say, normal. You can't say normal in Russia. You say Pia, which is 50-50. The teacher have not told you that it's okay. You say, no, you cannot say that. It is what eating, but the country is well designed. Some people don't know. In Russia, communism, citizens get visa to exit the country. They don't need to go anywhere. Russia had everything. They have uranium, they have gold, they have everything. in abundance. That's why they don't travel. Once you turn 18, you join the army. Simple as that. All the male. Right? So, what I want to say here, Onyendu, like I said before, our leader sitting down, he turned out that movie watching. Madam Anya says somebody was threatening our Onyendu that they're going to disrespect Onyendu. Onyendu, they have said everything they want to say. Onyendu is not something. I'm not going to speak for our leader, but we are waiting for those that are the ones that are making noise that they're going to challenge our leader and whatnot. Then at the end of the day, we will see how that goes. But like I said, in Biafra Radio, we have to keep it professional here. But I haven't seen that video. Until I see that video, that I will respond to it properly. And as normally we do, in a different platform, that marries to Biafra Radio. But at the end of the day, like I said, I have comrades sending me message. The video was echoing. I don't know why the video was echoing. In theory, it shouldn't echo. But thank you for informing me. And I have tried to mute my mic from the studio. Normally, it's supposed to suppress it itself with the mixer. But thank you, Mazi Umeh, for that. That's what we do. Backdoor engineers are out there to supervise what we are doing. We'll have to give it 110%. As I said, the political advisor to our leader is basically to interface like what is happening in Biafra land now. It's not one person. If you have issues with Onyendu, go to DSS Dungeon, send your delegates to go and see our leader. But when Onyendu make pronunciation, that pronunciation will become automatically a law. It doesn't matter what they are ranting, because none of you have get yourself back ready, go home and go and see our leader. He wouldn't do that. So now, but before I go, I'm not gonna say much tonight, because you know what? I think I'm just gonna play Onyendu's prayers and go home. Those that are threatening our lawyers will have a day again for that. But let's see how things are unfolding. Tomorrow is Monday. Our people should go about their business. If those that decided that they want to use it as that now there's a new name, there's EDD. You see, EED. They give it in the Emancipation Day or what? I don't know what did they call it again. So this is in my part for writing. This is where he's flip-flopping at the end of the day, because they are the one that we are, jumped up on. They call it EED, which is Economic Empowerment Day. Tomorrow, that's what it is for Biafran. So what it tells is like, we take it because at the end of the day, they write this. Now they confirm in a conformity with what Ejimako, because none of them could have delivered that message. No one could deliver that message. By the way they did it, because you cannot withhold information from your client. Is a crime. The barrister have explained this, and I was trying to explain it in a layman perspective. He's a qualified lawyer. I am not. He have already told you, he's a barrister. Explain it explicitly. Right? Now, if a barrister and his client relationship is that you as a barrister, when you've been incarcerated, automatically that your barrister or lawyer is your best friend, and you don't withhold any information from him, because that's the only way he can get you out. Doesn't matter what you do. Very, very important. People understand this. We know the one that has been concealing information. That is how we get to where we are. But we'll leave that story for another day. But thank God that today, that particular boldness and delivering message organically, because if this man has been delivering Onyendu's message, Onyendu said it, without being uttering it, IPOB couldn't have been where we are. We've been in a worse situation than this. Onyendu was missing for 13 months. We don't know where Onyendu is. Talk less of now. Onyendu is in DSS dungeon. But IPOB still through without anybody questioning what comes out from the leadership of IPOB, that then will have a deputy leader. Even now, it should be the same. But this man sold out. But thank God, after 24 months to 25 months of insubordination, direct close one to our leader, to the whole world. Over 1 million lives have lost. Things have gone. We know our people, like Onyendu said, and as Chief Dan Umensi said, you know, our people love our Onyendu. People can decide to sit at home, but don't threaten our people. Don't do that. Because this is what you guys are looking for. When you started, like I said before, I keep on telling you guys, go and study about Sierra Leone and Liberian war. Am I thinking you're Acapon on your own area where you are, maybe have your own group, that's where you become the strongest man. Once you leave that stage, you're a dead man. You're a dead man. Go and see what's happening in Sudan. I have a friend of mine from Sudan. I was just went to see the guy the other day. He used to work under me. The guy couldn't go back his house, nothing. Be careful what you wish for. We don't want to turn our land into a turmoil because we've been in this position before. 67 to 70. Awolowo used the starvation as a weapon of war. Over 1 million children died. So everything we're doing must be systematic. Don't jump up and down with something you don't know. You don't have any plan. It is not the wishful thinking. This is something to do with a race. And we have, before Ojukwu declared Biafra, that was a consensus. And all the whole clan agreed and gave him that mandate to go and declare Biafra. Onyendu could have done opposite a long time, but you need consensus. That's why I saw people saying that all this region, no one's talking, all this region cannot be together any longer. That's why we need a referendum to decide that. The only thing that can decide that is an internal referendum that gave back to Abanzonia you see today that left us in 1956 or 58, if I'm not mistaken, before the independence. So the only thing that can give us that right, it doesn't matter if from Ogoja, or it doesn't matter if from Izon, wherever you come from Biafra land, it doesn't matter if you are Igbo Biafra. What is going to settle this cause is that we go under internal referendum. Onyendu said we must bring our kit and cane. So anybody somewhere said, "Oh, this is a fallacy." There must be people must cast their vote. So tomorrow, you don't say, "Oh, we left you behind," because that's going to be our war for another day. So what we're saying here is that Biafra we're looking for is inclusiveness, and at the end of it, that's why Onyendu have reached out. Onyendu, listen, it is not fiction, because as you have spoken in your own domicile countries and all that, the real thing is on the ground. And that underground work, the elders is going to look to how you approach them. If somebody can come out on social media and accusing and swearing at our custodian, doesn't matter what he does. It's like you're cursing your own father because you think you have a right. I beg your pardon. Mazi Umeh that took his time and told Biafran and paid his homage to this individual. He didn't buy the respect for, he didn't bought it with money. It was humility. When you're being rascal, you see that there's some people that their madness is somewhere pressing up. Don't let them activate it. Like I said, go and study about Sierra Leone and Liberia. People like us will be all over the world, like, so don't talk. But people might think, some people are just jump plane and come to UK and thinking that all of us are abroad. No, I'm not in that level. No disrespect. And it's Mazi Umeh the kind that made someone like George Umeh, even if he wasn't, what is going to make me to speak to you? My whole life. For what? We are here for Restore Biafra, not to make friends. So the only problem we have today is that those that we are giving the mantle of leadership abused it. And you can see where they are today. After all said and done, sit at home, you initiated. You couldn't stop it. How did they invade IPOB? You allowed them. How can you allow someone that's not under oath to come to your meeting? In UK here, it's not possible. Even online. It can't happen. Not even my mother. You broke all the protocol within IPOB and you turn around. What are you saying? You guys knew where we were doing. But now you guys knew that Onyendu will come out alive. Mazi Umeh is not going to die. Our leader will come. Like I told them in 2015, I'm saying it again, loud and clear. Onyendu will make it alive. And did you see what Onyendu do? The table has shaken. One single cough, all of you are falling like a dogs, right? Because at the end of the day, Onyendu gave you guys a trial. POS failed. The dogs failed. Those that are claiming that self-acclaims are somewhere shouting. Then Onyendu say, okay, take this and show me your loyalty. If you have watched Mafia film, when the boss, some people are comparing Biafran agitation with South African, you don't do that. That's a different era. And that same struggle today, you're not talking about what's happening in South Africa today. Did Madiba get what he was fighting for? Did Madiba achieve his objective? He didn't achieve it. He laid the foundation. That is where someone like this guy today, the EFF guys are standing today. Just like us. Our internally laid foundation. And today, look where we are. But we don't compare ourselves to others. We create our own agenda. Infinite mercy. God gave us internet. Things are different. That's the difference between when Mandela was in the Roman Ireland and today Onyendu is in the DSS dungeon. The communication then. When I travel abroad in the 90s, I can't speak to my dad. I have to come all the way to come to Lagos to get phone. People know when people that travel abroad. Before mobile phone came, you know how much mobile phone was then? So we must be thankful on where we are and be careful. A backing dog does not bite. I saw them fronting some video. Onyendu said IPOB was the reason why it was 2017. Of course, yes. Did you know what was going on? Did you know what happened? How IPOB get Onyendu's out? He didn't know. It was not shouting and talking rubbish on social media that brought Onyendu out. That was action that backed it up. And on action that you cannot even put your fingers on it. Anyway, I will leave you guys here tonight because at the end of the day, this is not a fiction. It's a reality. I don't care domination you belong to. What we are fighting for is noble. And so many men have given their lives. You see, there are some men that don't change in this world, you know. Like I said, I choose my part. Friends don't choose me, I choose my friend. One thing I do is my hands are clean. It has to be white and whiter than snow to you to stand on the path. I said in IPOB, the only thing that will make you have argument with somebody the day you start turning your blind eye from the fact. That's why Mazi is unshakable. I hear people talk, you know, sometimes when I hear our people speak, I feel sorry. When you said our people are lame and are docile and lame, you ask yourself why. When you say when our women join, but there's so many issues. There's so many women that have served in IPOB today. Madam Nnennaya, since I joined IPOB, I have started hearing Madam Nnennaya tomorrow morning. I still hear that name. Her crime was that she started on the code of conduct because if somebody that is below Madam Nnennaya Anya will jump Madam Nnennaya Anya and be talking about finance where Madam Anya is there, what else? So the chain command has been broken. There's nothing else you want to talk about I want to hear. It is fundamental. You want to call me at the back and speak to me? I'm not interested. We are fighting for one thing. I will have only one leader. We don't have two. Only one. So I thank you all for listening. And the fundraising in UK is hosting it, but it's worldwide. Like I will say again, Madam Anya said, a lot of you will be, some people will be typing, oh, you criminal, this, that. I ask you, you that are typing this thing, my brother or sister, how much have you contributed in IPOB? Like today I make it open. I don't hide my own. In UK here, people that live in UK, all of us know what I have done. I don't have to blow my own horn. I'm not talking about my time. What I don't have is what I don't give. As far as I have is IPOB, I will do whatever I want to do because I'm doing it with joy. But if you see someone say, oh, some people are saying pay money. Paying who money? Get your receipt. Damn me and put your receipt and say, George, this is my receipt. Then I will give you my receipt from the day I joined IPOB. It's not, it's not hidden. I have them. Contribution we have made, we don't talk. We were making contribution when there was no receipt in IPOB. 2014-15, the only receipt you get then was only our defense fund. No, you don't get receipt. It was we that initiated receipt in zones before Madam Anya took it upon herself. We are part of the history. So what are you talking about finance as if somebody, do you know what you have given in? This is the only news author. All the money we contributed in UK here was siphoned by people I thought they have anything to offer. I'm not, if you question, you come out because it is not writing something, typing it, come out 101. I will destroy your life to the extent you will never speak again in your whole life. We have evidence to prove my own. I'm not talking something. I said, when you talk about finance in United Kingdom, nothing for anything you want to talk about in UK, you can't say it without George Umeh being involved. I don't care who is the person. I don't care. Put my life on this. There's a video I showed on my 2017. Go and listen to that video. I'm not here to play games with people. No. Mazi Nnennaya Anya is the only that I know. And I had that voice clearly. Since then, I have never wavered. I don't care what you do. But when you do it, do not question Onyendu. The last thing you will do, I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care. My mother would not even dare it. I don't care who you are. This is one thing I've sworn an oath to defend in my whole life. And I would defend it with the last blood of my life. My son here, when my son was born 2017 here, his name is Nnamdi. I tell him Onyendu's name. That's how I love this man. And I didn't love him because I know him of it. I know because he meant well for our people. And I know what I've been through. I told the country I've traveled. When did we start traveling? I was in China in 1997. I didn't go there as a hungry person. You know, go and check how many people get to China before China opened their door in millennium. Do you know how to get to China? Huh? I didn't go there to live. So some of you must understand that I don't talk about things, but when you guys are pressing the button, all these hungry people, you guys in UK here, siphoning our fund, circumvent whatever you have said it would be, and I think we'll keep quiet. South Africa, you guys take them to court. And now, on the days of court, you guys just comes. And I've said it before. Like this idiot they made, sorry for my language, they made this man, they make parent national coordinator here. As things he said about me, I told him, the day I will remember you. You see me? I don't hide. Those that know knows. But one thing you must understand, in the issue of Onyendu's order, I want to see you where you urinate up in UK about the issue. Get your legal team ready when the time is right. All of you will pay for every dime you have stolen from IPOB. We have the receipt. We have evidence of everything you have done. From the fourth account we have the United Kingdom, we're going to go back on all of this. We will audit every single thing. You are doing this. This Onyendu is authorized fundraising. If you like, it come. If you don't like, hold. Like I said, once you took oath, you might be jumping up and down. You're doing this. You are incurring cost upon your generation unborn. That's why those I knew George had been snatched oath. Those I know that under oath. I don't right now argue with you. I know you are ignorant. But when it will happen, I won't be there. I will thank all of you for listening to my voice this evening. And this is Biafra Radio. We are the only thing we speak here is Ezoku Chineke. Ezoku Chineke. Our leader is Mazi Nnennaya Anya. We have no leader. And anybody that challenges Mazi Nnennaya Anya, you know you're challenging the 70 million of Biafra. Mazi Nnennaya Anya did not become a leader by forcing himself. No. He wasn't. Supreme leader was given to Onyendu by the former deputy leader. The former deputy leader gave the Onyendu the supreme leader. And that's what you address him every single day. When he was aware. He elevated our leader. How many times have you heard anybody on this man calling Onyendu's supreme leader? Have you heard that name again? Go and ponder about that. I thank every one of you for listening to me in there. Thank you. And Chukwu Kabiama will guide and protect Onyendu. Like Chief would then say that our leader is sound. Now they have confirmed that Onyendu is sound. I think they say he got mental problem. Now he's sound, Onyendu is sound now. Thank God you guys are confessing your mouth that Onyendu is sound. This is just the beginning. One morning, you see the way they stole Onyendu will come back like that. Then I'll see where we'll go from there. That day will come. Because 2017, 2018, we saw it pass. And we want some individual. What happened at the end of the day? There's so many casualties. And this moment is going to define how we march into Biafra. See all these featherweights that fall on the west side. We are moving forward. When you say 100 men with clean hearts will give us Biafra. Then they didn't mention women because our women was not dead then. I will use that word again. 100 men. But are you among them? Go and ponder about this question. Thank you for listening from me from here. And this is Good Evening London. I'll leave with this prayer.
onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye duru ndị ya n'ụzọ ije si ebe niile dị iche iche ma ala Biafra. Anyị na-enye gị otuto, anyị na-enye gị nsọpụrụ, anyị na-enye gị eja n'ihi ihe gbasara IPOB zuru ụwa niile. Onwe ebe ọbụla ị gara gị ahụ nwụ ụmụnne m n'ime nzọpụta na nwere onwe Biafra. Anyị ji ofu obi were ịhụnanya were mmekọta nwanne na nwanne wee na-aga ije. Anyị na-asị na ọ bụghị mmadụ anyị na-asị na Biafra ga-agapụta nke anyị ise ọgbọ bụ ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ nwa mmadụ ọ ga-adịrị Biafra na ise ihe Chineke na nke onye obi ya nwa na onwe ya kere anyanwụ ka anyị na-edewa n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu sozi nwere onwe Biafra. A sị na Biafra ga-adị anya
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabu, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they said, I take over power. We are there today because I cursed them. What you like is in public. What stupid country is that? What stupid country is that? I'm killing my people. The person is mad. Completely mad. Tell me, that's what I said. That he's mad. He cannot tell me.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. Biafra will come.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International. Biafra Alpha Power Media International.